Welcome to Blackboard Training on Video. This section will cover columns and categories in the Grade Center. There are two options for the Grade Center: categories or columns. Categories are helpful in organizing the Grade Center. The category is a classification of a column. Grade Center has several default categories, including assignment, test, blog, wiki, survey, and discussion. Default categories cannot be modified or removed. Instructor can also generate additional categories to classify their Grade Center items, such as labs, homework, or quizzes. If you have a large number of Grade Center items, i.e. more than 10, it's a good idea to create categories for each type of Grade Center item. Let's create and edit a category. Click Manage and click Categories. To create a category, click Create Category. Give the category a name and, if necessary, a description. Then click Submit. Deleting a category is relatively easy as well. Just click the box next to the category or click the Action button and click Delete. Click OK to return to the Grade Center. There are two types of columns: a basic column and a calculated column. To create a basic column, click Create Column, fill in the column name, add the optional description, choose a primary and secondary display, choose a category, and points possible. You can also add a due date. If you add a due date, this item will appear in the student's to-do list. Review your options and click Submit. The new column appears at the end of the Grade Center. The other type of column is a calculated column. By default, you have a weighted total calculated column in your Grade Center. I can create a new calculated column by clicking Create Calculated Column and choosing Weighted Column. Or I can edit the current column. Click the Action button and click Edit Column Information. The column already has a name and a description. Review the primary and secondary displays. Next, I'm going to select columns. I have two options. I can select columns or I can select categories. If I use the column option, I have to actually select all the columns and give each column a percentage of weight. It's much easier to use categories. By using categories, all of the items within the category are added together, and then you can weigh them as a group. Select a category, click the arrow button to move it over into the Grade Center, and give it a percentage for weight. Once you've added all your categories, they must weigh 100%. Review your options and click Submit. Notice that there's a green check mark at the top of the column. This means this column is set as an external grade. When the student clicks My Grades to review their grades, they will see that weighted total grade as their final grade. This concludes this segment on columns and the Blackboard Grade Center.